Scott Racing Development Team has been put into place with a specific objective. We've seen the Indian racing scene. At best, it is amateur as compared to its Asian peers. We feel that there's a structure that is required for Indian cyclists to really go up the ranks.
The cycling scene in India has grown tremendously over the last few years. There is so much talent.
One of the key objectives of this team is to create a structure for future generations to take up the sport of cycling, excel at it and make the country proud. Racing development team with the sports science and coaching that we are setting up for the athletes as part of the team will help in ensuring that Indian cyclists are participating at stage races and one-day races and being successful.
My name is Aditya Raftery. I'm one of the radiologists here who works with the team at Sportsnet. Very passionate about cycling and we're very excited to be involved with Scott Cycling on the venture. We very much want to see an Indian cycling team put together, hopefully on the World Tour soon. What we've always wanted to do is develop this space as a place where cyclists can come and improve themselves. And when Scott proposed an idea that they wanted to build a next generation cycling team for India, we thought it would be a great space where we have all the necessary hardware. We have a great coaching team. We have Nikhil Latte who heads up our sports science team. So I think it's putting all the pieces together that make this a most natural sort of collaboration between all of us.
A universal test called the UCI Power Profile test. It's the sort of test that any athlete would be expected to do if they're turned up to the UCI Cycling Centre in Switzerland or to one of the satellite centres such as the one we have in Delhi. It involves a progressive warm-up, some very short sprints where we measure the rider's peak power. Then we look at their sprint endurance by subjecting them to a 30-second sprint. And then after another recovery, we look at their aerobic endurance where they'll do a 4-minute time trial. From these 3 different exercises, we gather a certain amount of data. We can apply their weight and age to that data, and therefore we're able to rank the riders against each other. Second day, the riders that have performed the best in the physical test will be asked back for an interview where we will try to understand more their desire to race for the Scott development team, understand their fit in terms of their mentality and attitude, and whether they are suitable to be brand ambassadors for Scott. The message that I give to every rider is focus and do your absolute best.
The athletes who participated at the trials were selected on the basis of power profiles in various race simulated scenarios. We have the base readings that we will measure, and we will compare that over the year on how they keep improving with the training and the sports science that goes behind, with the ultimate objective being that this team that we set up has to stand on podiums at an Indian stage and then progressively go out to the Asian countries and hopefully do really well and make the country proud.